Sunderland will send it away, and we are underway from LA. And this one will be taken out from just inside the goal line. King Miller goes to the outside, and we'll see where he stepped out of bounds. With all the skill position players that they need, they've got McCree off to the right and handed off Wayman Jordan on first down. Generally a good idea as he gets met by Ernest Hausman after he'd getting the start, as Killian O'Connor got hurt against Illinois, will miss at least the next 2 games. Set up the screen, it's Jordan with good blocking in front, weaving his way through, and he's going to 3rd down and 1. Lions, the tight end, in motion, and the handoff. Jordan surging forward, has the first down.
His work with quarterbacks, and you think he wants to throw the ball all the time. He loves to run the football. This is a team that runs it 53% of the time. First 3rd down play, 3rd and short. They get a good push on the right side of their offensive line and get the convert.
Game with the way Mekhi Lemon has played on the outside. Jacoby Lane getting healthier. Here is the first catch for Lemon. He's dangerous with the ball in his hands, and he's going to pick up 12 near mid.
Saw the screen to the back. This is a little quick screen, quick throw to the wide receiver. You release lineman downfield. Down conversion.
Quick back to the line. Jordan stays in there on this entire drive so far. Play action over the middle, wide open. It's caught by the tight end, Lion.
Got Michigan. They were trying to sub. They didn't have all their players in. It was a quick count, and the tight end right down the seam got him. See, upping the tempo right now on this drive.
Handoff, Jordan up the middle, and delivers a little pain
on the back end of this defense.
Jordan gets a breather. Sanders and Miller both in there, and the handoff goes to Miller, and he finds just enough space. Sanders and Miller stay in there. Lemon, the motion man, first down from the 17. Take it one side, go to the other. It's Sanders on the catch and run to the outside, and he gets decked. Play clock down to 5. Here's Jordan. 2nd and goal from the 2
with Jordan.
He's got 5 touchdowns on the year. 5'10", 210. Following his blockers, he gets upended. Right.
Roller does a nice job from his middle linebacker position. Watch number 30 flash from the middle, reads it, gets into the backfield, and upends the back. Jimmy Rolder has had an outstanding season. He's been healthy.
Rolder and Sullivan have been big pieces. 3rd and goal. Mayava to the end zone. Touchdown! Jacoby Lane. What a start for SC down the field.
Oh, this is so pretty by Jacoby Lane, because they're going to put Lemon out and watch Jacoby. He's going to look like he's blocking, right? And then he releases, and he gets the football. Beautiful design down by the goal line. Show the screen, and then release and throw it to the slant.
He's blocking downfield prior to the pass and prior to the ball being touched. That crosses the line of scrimmage. Clearly a foul for offensive pass interference that should have been called.
Great. It was really a great move coming out here a day early.
From the 25, play action on first down. Take the shot down the sideline a little high.
And ran for almost 300. He's a much more of a threat.
We go back-to-back passes to start this game. Dump it off Justice Haynes. The home run hitter will barely hit a six. Underwood, quick throw, and another errant one at that.
He wanted to get Michigan into definite 3rd and long passing situations, and there's that errant.
Kai Lemon back deep. Let's see what Lemon can do here. High kick. Lemon will have some room from just inside the 25, and he gets tripped up at the 20.
Start. Couple new starters up there.
This drive starts from the 29. Quick throw. Lane with a 2nd grab. Makes 2 men miss before he just ducked. Call him a very unique weapon for this offense.
Well, he's a big target. You know, he's 6'4". He does a nice job stopping in the hole right there with zone defense. Stays right in there. And again, another quick throw. The ball,
as well as the total yards. And the rushing attack has been mighty impressive as well. They go back to the ground here, and the patient.
Right now off to a 7-0 start.
Critical 3rd down and 1 for this defense, and they're going to get the stop.
The left tackle is Tobias Raymond, number 73, right here. Watch Barham just run around him and then make a beat on the football. And he's so strong once he gets there to hold him up short. Got to allow
The argument either way because of what you talked about and what the score would look like to favor a USC victory. Here's the play again. You see that line to gain is the 39-yard line. He gets wrapped up before it, and I don't think the ball ever quite reaches the 39-yard line. And again, this was called short on the field. So now it gives Lincoln Riley an extra second or so to consider whether or not he truly is going to leave his offense on the field. If you give Jordan shakes free. Jordan got it to the edge. Across the 45, still going. And finally stopped
a shot at him in the backfield. Watch number 6 flash into the USC backfield. And he's going to have a chance for a tackle for loss, but he misses him. And you see the shiftiness of Jordan. Lincoln Riley told us he has elite side-to-side movement.
This offense just loves the way that he has become a much more patient back. Quick throw, Lane's third catch. This time to the outside, gets across the 45 and then out of bounds.
Had a great year there last year, and now he's a Trojan.
From the 43, quick throw, quick catch. Here's Lemon. Sheds one, and then gets planted by Rolder. But this and gets it deeper into Michigan territory.
Well, again, 9 runs and 8 passes, so a good blend, and then quick throws. Everything is out of the quarterback's hands quickly. He's distributing the ball all over the field, and he's got this Michigan defense back on their heels a little bit.
8 for 8 start. Now it's first down from the 32. King Miller will pull. Mayava scans, lofts, sideline, incomplete.
Here, Hill, number 20. He's got him in the slot, gets a little jam on the receiver, and then gets caught up, and would have had to have been a perfect throw to connect. One of the things that Wink Martindale said they need to try to do on the...
So they split Wayman Jordan out wide on this 3rd down and 7. Mayava, Barham got there, quick throw, Lake McCree with room to run. McCree got a block, Rod Moore to go down low, he lost the ball, and Michigan is there.
Time now for Big Shots brought to you by Nissan. Here's Jair Hill right now. It's man coverage. So this is actually a great call by Lincoln Riley because they get McCree's guy blocked. Jair Hill just falls in from the backside and a big-time hit. McCree did not see the hit coming, dislodged the ball, and a Michigan defense that was reeling gets a big-time play, and that's their 10th takeaway.
They've got 34 points off of the previous 9 takeaways. First run of the game for Justice Haynes, one of the best backs in America. Came in with
running back coach, and he has been better than advertised as a Wolverine.
Go right back to him, and he will stumble forward.
And also out on the slot when they're in different packages.
Your number 2 as defensive coordinator for Danton Lynn. Underwood on the run. There's the fastball to Samaj Morgan, who has struggled with drops.
Need to do that.
Saw the emergence of Donovan McCulley and Andrew Marsh last week in their win over Wisconsin. Here is Marsh, the talented freshman, turns it upfield, slips a tackle, gets it across the 40. And
Chip Lindsey, watch this linebacker go with the run fake. He's coming inside, and they slip Marsh out of the backfield quickly and get him the football. Nice design, quick first down.
Career high 80 yards on 4 catches last week. There's a handoff up the middle.
They only averaged 3 yards per carry. USC was pretty good most of the game.
Underwood to the air on 2nd down and 7 to the outside. It's caught by Marsh, and that's a
targeted 4 times, and he made 4 catches. And we talked to Underwood about him. He said, hey, look, we came very good chemistry on and off the field, and it's showing in big-time situations now.
Justice Haynes runs into a wall.
This is the formation they used primarily a year ago in Ann Arbor.
It's Haynes looking to bounce. Got a block. Justice Haynes, first down.
Great block by block out in front. There it is right in the top of the screen, blocking outside. And Justice Haynes with vision just set that block up beautifully. McCulley actually got 2 guys with 1 block.
It was 2 for the price of 1. Fitzgerald, the initial return after food poisoning, kept him out of the Illinois game, but a big return for this SC defense. This time, Haynes...
Kind of scary. This guy should still be in high school. He reclassified, and he gets quickness and power into the backfield and swallows up Justice Haynes.
Played 12 high school games. He's supposed to be a senior this year. Reclassified and is already making an impact. Quick throw to Marsh. He bobbled and got it back. And then the juke move gets him across the...
By McCauley, blocking on Kamari Ramsey, number 7. Watch the block by McCauley. Marsh sets it up, gets inside of it, brings up a third and manageable situation right now for the Michigan offense. 3rd and 9, and it's almost assuredly a passing situation. Klein's in the slot right here.
Underwood, pressure off the edge. Underwood can't get away.
He looked like he was just going to drift out. Here he is. Look, his eyes are outside. He drifts outside, and then he blitzes off the edge. Unaccounted for. And
for this USC attack. Wayman Jordan. And he'll pick up 4. Had it rolling that last drive before the hit on McCree to force the fumble. A little bobble here.
Yeah, it was a bobble on the snap. It wasn't on the handoff. It was just Mayava kind of mishandled the snap, got it to his back.
2nd down and 6. Mayava 9 of 10, 106 yards and a touchdown on the first drive. This one over the middle, he just put it in the perfect spot. Long yards.
Well, first of all, there's a blitz here. Tight end's running right into this voided area. You see the other guy split. Mayava sees it and gets it out of his hands right away. Just exactly what he needed to do. Saw the defense, saw the pressure, and knew there was a voided area there.
So a fresh set of downs. This USC offense already 169 total yards. Looking for more with Jordan. Runs into the bear hug of Hausman.
Left in the first half. USC only had 14 yards of total offense.
Jacoby Lane has a first down.
Different.
Miller will split out. Play clock under 5 for this first down. Good protection. Tipped at the line, and it was dangerous.
Yeah, again, trying to get it to the tight end right away. I think it was Derek Moore, number 8. He gets a hand on the football. And I think if Jimmy Rolder would have made a play at the ball instead of going for the tackle, he might have had the 2nd turnover of the ball game.
Road test, but the 2nd highly ranked type of vibe, and one that could really matter for playoff implications. That was a backward pass that got scooped off the ground, but it's going to be a loss of a couple.
Receiver coming in motion. Here's Barham. He's going to fight off the block of the left tackle and then knock the receiver off his route, and that forced the problem. And I think he got a tip on the ball as well. I mean, you can't do more on that play than Jason Barham did. To the center right now instead of on the edge.
They bring 4. Mayava. Jump pass is dropped by Jordan.
They change up Barham. Here he is right here. Now watch. He's going to kind of stunt around the left, the outside, and right into Mayava. Mayava was going to leave the pocket, and Barham was right there in his path, and he had to get rid of the foot on the last possession. Added to that.
On first down, it's Justice Haynes. And that is exactly what he's done.
He just has such good vision and acceleration. I mean, you've got to respect Underwood. That's why the guy coming off the edge didn't make the tackle. He's got to respect the quarterback run, and Haynes shows you that acceleration.
Also his 15th run of 10-plus yards on the season. Sets up first down from the 27. And he's going to chew up a couple more. Haynes.
And that's right where they ran, right behind those guys. 3 offensive linemen. And then they pull El Hadi from the opposite side. That's Michigan power football. And Haynes running with strength.
Print of how they want to do things, but he's not as stuck to it as maybe he was in the past. And this is the difference. The rip a little bit short.
This is an easy throw. He's open and just short-armed it. And he brings up a 3rd down. And those are things you just hope that you see.
Haynes, and he looks like he's got it.
Knew exactly how much he needed, because watch at the end. He knows he's going to get tackled, and he dives for the mark. He doesn't try to be fancy at the end of this run. Heck of a run by Justin.
So sets up shop, first down from the 38. Feed the hot hand. Haynes, the stutter step, what looked like it easily for the first time. Haynes has 51 of 83 Michigan offensive yards. Underwood knocked away by Gentry.
Backer with a 71-inch wingspan. Here he is. So you're not going to throw it over this guy. You got to figure out a way to throw it around him. And Bryce Underwood not able to get this ball thrown, and lucky it didn't get intercepted.
Good protection for Underwood. Rips it. It's caught by McCulley. First down.
Making contested catches. You expect tight coverage. He's got good coverage by Nicholson, number 17. That's because he's proven himself in that situation.
Play action now. Underwood. Uncorks. It's Marsh.
Best throw. Watch. He's going to roll out. We've seen him have to dump it underneath, but he sees Marsh on cover and balls out quick. And just with the flick of the wrist, he gets it to Marsh. 2 good throws in a row.
Marshall's first carry gets dragged down across the 30 down to the 20. Much credit for how welcoming he's been to make him feel comfortable. Here's a big one for Marshall. Good hole, finds it to the 20.
Runner. Get out of Cincinnati, Ohio.
False start for 0 of the offense. 5-yard penalty, still first down.
It's a little bit.
Generally leads the way. You follow 4-4, the ball tends to do the same. And that's what happens here. Bredesen gets the block, and Marshall gets back to the initial.
Here's a middle linebacker. Bredesen, follow 4-4. You're going to find where the ball is going most of the time. At least get that penalty yardage back. 12 personnel now again. 2 tight ends in, but they are out.
Design run. Underwood showing off the wheels. Stiff arm on the outside, and it's a 1st and goal for Michigan.
Chip Lindsey. Spread this USC defense out. You've got wide receivers on both sides. There's a blitz. It's picked up nicely by Marshall. And again, the running ability of Bryce Underwood, as this season has gone on, has become more of a...
Over 62 yards per game in the last couple. Hoffman, the motion man. Handoff from Marshall. Patient run. Tried to get out of that tackle.
Had he kept the football. Gives on the inside to Marshall. Good defense by USC. Defense.
And they've got one-on-one coverage. McCulley at the top. Play action. Underwood's looking that way. Back of the end zone. There he is! McCulley, touchdown! Michigan is on the board.
Both in. Watch, these 2 tight ends are going to both stay in. It's a crossing route, and he had either one of them. He had Marsh to his right. He had McCulley to his left. He goes to the bigger receiver and makes a beautiful throw. And McCulley comes down with the touchdown. Both receivers had separation. They had 7 guys in protection, and Bryce Underwood delivers with the touchdown.
We hear so much from
For USC, number 30 is now
USC. Sunderland is going to send it away from Michigan. King Miller will take it from the 5. And Miller gets crunched.
The football. Joey McGuire has done a great job there at 10.
Raymond Jordan on first down from the 25. He'll pick up 2 then. Jordan and Haynes both top 10 in the country in rush yards coming in. Mayava flush on 2nd and 8. On the run to the sideline.
Good job knowing where the sideline is. Only has to have 1 foot in, and there it is. Left foot looks to be in. Right foot also. And a catch on the sideline.
So first down from the 45. Up to Miller. Middle. It is Miller. So 2 timeouts. 2 minutes to play in the second. And Miller is wrapped up. That extra. And it looks like they mark him maybe inches short.
Yeah, Hausman was lined up on the edge. Did a great job of shedding the block, keeping his outside arm free.
2 of 5 so far here tonight. 3rd and 1. It's Miller. And it's a first down.
A runner. Watch the handoff. He just rides it in just a little extra long, and I think that caused Derek Moore to just kind of respect USC passing game.
1 minute to play. Second quarter. Rusher up the middle. Leave it for Miller. Oh, the spin move. He lost him inside the
Jair Hill has had a busy night tonight. Some good, some bad. Here's a bad one. Just a missed tackle. I said our ability to tackle in space is going to be huge tonight.
It's Miller up the gut. 5 straight touches. The 21. 25 seconds remaining in the second. Michigan brings some pressure. Lob it. Miller sets up his blocking. Spins close to the 1st and 1.
Well, another nice screen. Good touch pass by Mayava. Had to really get that up in the air, get linemen downfield, and again, the quick throws by this USC offense and the use of screens has just kind of offset the aggressiveness of this defense.
18 seconds left in the second.
Could be quarterback run here too.
Mayava scans. Mayava throws. End zone. Lemon! Oh! He makes the grab! Touchdown, SC!
See, there's a safety here to help this guy if the route goes inside. But the route goes outside, so it ends up being one-on-one against a freshman. And Mayava gets him the football. It was pretty good coverage by Jaden Sanders. But you know what? Even if a guy's covered, you give a great receiver an opportunity to make a play. I mean, that's excellent coverage and a wonderful effort and concentration by Makai Lemon, one of the best receivers in the Big Ten.
Yeah, that's just special for Makai Lemon.
My goodness. He looks better each time I see it.
But you've got to imagine Michigan will be fairly conservative here. And they will be. The handoff, Marshall up the middle into this season and is fairly capable. Maybe not the home run hitter, but we know that he can go out there and chew up yards. Not this time on first down.
2 weeks ago against Illinois.
Second down and 10. Quick throw, quick catch. And it's the tight end Hansen who makes the grab with a flag down.
Still second down.
How is that pass interference, Terry, if he's going to get in position to block?
I don't see this as a foul. Very technical.
So a tough break brings them back, and the handoff from Marshall will get it across the 15-yard line. They will officially rule him down at the 18. Rush comes. Underwood escapes. Underwood, shimmy shake, not going to get there.
Shelby, number 10, watch him. He's going to rush, and then he's going to see the quarterback leave the pocket. Shelby sees him, and watch him just chase him down from behind. And Stevens there also to stop Underwood well short of the first down.
Under 50%. And Makai Lemon making his case once again. 4 catches, 63 yards, and that spectacular touchdown catch. To the sideline this time, Lemon. And it's second down.
Very similar to the catch we already saw him make.
Was that toe maybe down?
Goodness.
That might be a
his
catch.
His foot was down, and the catch is secured. They're not stopping this to take a look at it.
Because it's not that second touch. It was when he first gained possession, his toes might have been down. This time he gets blasted immediately after the catch.
What a turn of events. I mean, this looked like it could have been overturned as a catch for a first down the sideline. Instead, then it's a loss of yardage play, the next play, and then an unsportsmanlike penalty on Lemon.
Let's see it here. So Metcalf trying to get away. Lemon just kind of keeps him, the offense to a second down and 20, or make it third down and 22 with a run. Oh, they're going to get it. King Miller turns on the speed. He gets tripped up at the 20.
Away. They're going to go counter. This is power football. And King, Michigan thinking pass. They want to just try to keep everything in front of them. Lincoln changes it up with a run. A missed tackle by Hillman. And then King Miller gets a very improbable.
Handoff. Miller slips through to the full one out with an injury. So King Miller extended action. He's up to 82 yards. Give it to him again. Miller to the edge. Miller to the end zone. Touchdown. 15 yards. And the King sits on his throne to extend the lead.
Beautiful job by the left tackle. Tobias Raymond. They pulled the backside tackle. 74 with an motion in this pass offense.
Morgan in motion on second down and 5. Marshall on the handoff. Jump cut and a first down run. Picks up 7.
So on the field, they have to stretch this USC defense vertically a little bit.
2 red tight ends here. Marshall with a handoff, and this time it is bottled up.
Athletic. This is a slow developing play. And Jordan's going to try to stretch it all the way to the sideline, bounce it out. They're just too quick.
That's different receivers. Marsh has 4 catches, McCulley has 2 in the touchdown. Now here is a run. Underwood does escape to the outside, but does not gain much.
And long, and it's critical. Without your best runner, you've got to stay ahead of the chains against this defense. And right now, again, they're behind.
And Abasiri rolls up on him. 6'5" Underwood looks like here on 3rd down and 10.
I'd bring pressure again.
And they do. Off the edge. Underwood. Incomplete. One-on-one coverage.
Threatened vertically. So they're going to get up here and press. And they're going to bring pressure on the inside and say, we don't think they can pass block and he can stand in the pocket.
USC in great field position. They've got Mekhi Lemon back deep. And this one low on a wobbler is going to get Lemon some space from the 28-yard line. Tried to hop through, and then he gets dragged backward. This wonderful Saturday night here in Southern California, and USC trying to drop the hammer. Now up 14, and King Miller getting it done again down the sideline, and finally caught up, making the most of his opportunity with a 51-yard gain.
Well, they're going to pull the backside guard. They get good blocking by both tight ends in the game, and King Miller just continues to shine. I doubt King Miller woke up this morning.
Up to 144 yards in the touchdown. Mayava, middle. It is caught. Jacoby Long. That's what I want to know. First down, fake it to Miller. Swing it, Mekhi Lemon. And the stiff arm evaded, but yeah.
So far.
That was a catch by Marsh. Miller, and again, well read. The backfield. 6'1", 225 redshirt junior from Utah. Mostly just to protect. Mayava has to get away. Mayava stays on his feet. Eyes downfield. Gets rid of it. It's picked!
Just a bad season. He could have run. He tried to force it.
Punch out on McCree. And that one was when USC was threatening to go up 2 scores. Now can they pay it off offensively? Marshall.
And you don't have to just drop back and throw.
2nd down and 4. Underwood to the air, wide open for Marsh, and he gets leveled.
This kid has proven to be a pretty sure-handed receiver.
Right across the collarbone. Talked about the 7-foot wingspan. And a first down from the 16. It's Marshall on the delay. Jordan Marshall up the middle, and he picks up 12.
The job he does right here. He's going to invite this guy upfield, throw him upfield, and then try to get to the next level. And they do a nice job with it.
Right back to Marshall. Finds the hole to the outside. Now he's chewing up yards. 10 more. The junior from Grand Rapids. First down from the 39. It's Marsh. Gets it past the block of McCulley, but only gains a yard. McCulley more involved. Saw him in the red zone with a touchdown. Now it's 2nd down and 8. Underwood. Oh, beautiful ball on cue to McCulley for the first.
Well, he wasn't open right away, so he had to buy a little extra time and then flip the football. And again, just the arm strength when he just flicks it. And McCulley, the big target with the catch.
Longest play of the day. Another one right into the hands of Marsh.
He actually looks better throwing the football off platform than he does when he tries to just drop back fundamentally and throw the football.
He's put back-to-back. Those are tough. Kuzdal stays in there at the back. Fake it to him. Blitz picked up all day for Underwood. It is incomplete. Oh,
it's in, and just 2 guys out, the 2 receivers, and he gave Marsh a chance. And credit Nicholson for not giving up on the play and fighting through there and knocking the ball out. It's a good throw. It looks like it's going to be a catch. And Nicholson, who is 6'3".
State in his 5th year of college ball. Kuzdal. Blown up by Gentry.
Watch him right here at the end. Now he's going to look at Underwood and then realize he doesn't have the ball, and then
Underwood, sideline, intercepted, picked up by Fitzgerald.
Watch, Morgan is going to be open, and he's going to force the ball outside to McCulley. He forces it, it gets picked off, and he just didn't read it correctly. McCulley got hung up a little bit.
This travel start from the 22 for SC. And King Miller up to 143 yards, has the handoff on first down. Slowed down immediately.
23 passes, yardage about the same.
They'll throw on first down. And Mekhi Lemon, good blocking. Lemon goes airborne. Hard gain.
Saw this play very early in the ball game. Design, screen, you get linemen blocking downfield because the ball is thrown behind the line of scrimmage. This is a Lincoln Riley special. I remember seeing him use it at Oklahoma.
41. Miller, the speed on full display, spun down. Used to be when Pete Carroll was here in the early 2000s, and these are the types of games that you have to win to start building that mentality and believing in what's being.
Here in the fourth period.
So he always knew the roster would take time to get exactly to where they wanted it to be, but the mindset would be the biggest challenge. Now the completion this time goes to Hines on the outside, gets inside the 4.
From down to down.
Lemon in motion on second down and 2. Miller and fighting for the first down. There's Jordan watching on as his teammates try to continue to extend this lead further. Miller, this time nowhere to go.
Big physicality at the line of scrimmage on both sides of the ball.
Cole Sullivan did get up on his own power after he was shaken up after the last play, and that's a drop.
Steps on that one in Ernest Hausman. Kind of took his eyes off the ball, looking inside to the linebacker who was on his
big defensive stop to keep it within an arm's distance. Mayava looking to the outside. That's going to be a hold on Miller as he shoved down the rusher.
Still third down.
It'd be fourth down if you decline the penalty, but it's still a very makeable field goal range. There's the hold.
Up to 61 yards now on the day. Let's see if they can get one more stop. Fake it to Miller to the outside for Lemon. He's got a long way to go, and he won't quite get there. A 17-point game. And Sayuri got it. Offense only 119 so far here tonight. Now remember, Justice Haynes has been out for a lot of this game as this one goes to Marshall across the third.
Hard to drive the length of the field, just dinking and dunking.
Slight trouble with the snap. Underwood, perfectly delivered.
Right there.
Marsh, nobody in front of him, and the freshman is gone. 69-yard touchdown. The freshman connection gets Michigan a bit closer.
That's exactly the kind of play they needed. One of the holes is going to be right here in this sideline between the corner and the safety. And Underwood makes a perfect throw, and you saw Marsh kind of gear down in that hole. The safety overran it.
Get them off the field on time, they do, but some confusion on the defensive side of things. Underwood, end zone, too high for McCulley.
He had to go for 2, and Bryce Underwood, this just has to be a better throw. If you're going to throw this hard, put more air under it and throw the back corner. If you're going to throw it on a line like that, then it has to go to the back shoulder because he had separation. Either throw to the back pylon with some air or throw to the back shoulder.
And if you do come back, you feel like you've got the momentum on your side should you go to overtime. But this defense is starting to pin their ears back.
Oh, number 77. Watch Rayshon Benny take the guard, drive him back into the ball carrier, and then make the play. Actually,
against this Lincoln Riley offense, that's up to 422 yards of total offense. Mayava looking for a chunk, and a little bit too.
This route, and it had to be a high throw over the top of Barry, and just too high for his tallest receiver. But that's because Barry was in position.
Going to motion him across on 3rd and 10. Mayava lofts it perfectly there. Late
pass for a first down.
Take a look at the end. Big hit by TJ Metcalf. And the ball comes out well after he's to bring Terry in, see what he says. You watch when they bring the back across, nobody goes with them. So that says zone. So the safety split, that means the middle of the field's open, and he gets the ball right in the middle of the seam.
Brian Jackson now, the running back in there with Mayava. To the outside for Lemon. He just squeezes it into. Let's see what they do with Brian Jackson staying there. 2nd and 5, fake it to him. To the outside they will go. Catch, run.
Off coverage, quick route, get the ball out, and then a missed tackle.
Second half, it's been all Marshall or others. Marshall now up to 67 yards. Here's a handoff. Brian Jackson around the edge, and Hausman wraps him up. It's ready for game action. And Jackson appears exactly that. With another touch here. Scampers up the middle. And they'll roll him.
Using the clock the best they can.
Miller, he's got it. First down.
Now let the play clock go down.
Sticking with Brian Jackson now, the sophomore from McKinney, Texas. And Jackson gets away. Jackson all the way. Touchdown, USC. Mouthpiece.
See 3 defenders. 1, 2, 3. All 3 of these guys are going to come to the same area, and they're going to leave a voided area on the backside. Jackson sees it, and there's nobody there. 3 Michigan defenders went to the same gap. Nobody covered the backside cutback.
There's
and
no
good
foul
vision by
for any
Jackson for the
action after the
touchdown.
play.
Question.
Underwood on first down. He's going to have to sling it, and he won't. He's down.
Well, when you can rush with 4, this is Tompkins. He's going to get pushed inside. He's going to spin out and get to the quarterback. You rush 4, you drop 7, and Underwood nowhere to go with the football. Couldn't find an open man, and couldn't. And right now, USC not worried about the run at all.
Underwood. Fade away, out of bounds. With a 3rd and 21 here. From inside the 15 for Underwood. Shovel pass. Marshall gets to the outside. Stays on his feet. Marshall down the sideline. And finally gets ushered out of it.
Going to need to pass protect right here. This has to be a throw.
Rush comes. Underwood felt it.
He's late to the party. He's got to get over here faster. This man is coming. This man's coming. The guard and the tackle are occupied. He's got to get there sooner. And Underwood just had to sling it out of there to avoid the sack. That was the middle tonight on both sides of the ball.
Handoff on first down. And Jackson will have the touchdown.
The run.
2nd down and 14. And a major loss. Quick pen. Clock will start. And they will snap it and hand it off. Miller picks up 2.
Ball game. Davis from Charlotte, North Carolina.
He went to McCulley. Here is Bryce looking on. Disappointed, but we'll go back to the drawing board, and still a lot in front of this team. As Davis loses the ball, he got devoured.
A little stunt. Tompkins is here. He's going to work to the other side, and El Hadi doesn't pick him up. For some reason, the left guard just kind of got frozen and didn't slide and pick him up. Davis new in the ball game. First hit. Their 2nd sack tonight.
Just hand it off, and Marshall will get back towards the original line of scrimmage. Fourth and 15. Over the middle, picked.
Well, I'm not exactly sure who Jaden was throwing this one to. Not a receiver real close to it.
His coaching staff had to keep his players away from each